So yeah, I remember seeing another documentary called Breaking and Entering,
Breaking and entering.
and
Yes.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember seeing a group on there called the Unique Dominoes.
Unique Dominoes. Tough passed away.
How did he pass away? Do you remember?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Trevor passed away. It was an accident. Um, that I'm not sure. It probably would catch up to me like later on. Um, but it was six of them,
Yeah.
and it was up at Jefferson. So when I went to Manual, I skipped school. I took off early because I wanted to go to the battle. Me, I was dressed up. Me, Joey, Mark, Anthony. We skipped, took off, got on the bus, a Vernon bus, got off to Hooper, walked back into Jefferson. It just so happens one of our old counselors from Manual worked at Jefferson. He recognized me. Oh, Eddie, hey, what's going on? He gave us passes, visitors passes. Oh shit. We going up in there. We even went to a class talking to students. People thought, like, who are these dudes? We dressed in suits or whatever. My mindset was lunchtime. I couldn't wait. They just happened to have a lunchtime dance in the gym. Ooh, really? The right time. I didn't see them, but I did meet three girls that day. They were dancing. My partners was dancing. I wasn't because it was just crowded. And I'm like, oh shit, these girls is looking. We not even from here. Nervous as hell. But we already got our passes, so they looking like, who's these dudes? Who is this? We got hats. And Joey's tall. He like 6'3". We got our hats. We got dressed like the time, the time, more than the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, that was a touching moment. I couldn't find the dominoes, but I got three numbers. So that was cool then. But that was my purpose.
I just remember like seeing that documentary, and it seemed like a lot of young black men at that time was very excited about an opportunity to become a star. They wanted to use dancing to basically get out of the ghetto and make some money because, I mean, everybody's from the hood though. Like, and I remember like gangbanging was like, I mean, we have to go back to gangbanging though. I remember like in the movie Straight Outta Compton, when the dude was in the booth and the dude was like, the boys in the hood. He's like, nah, man. He's like, man, get your B Street looking ass up out of here. Yeah, because I remember there was a time where it was like brothers wasn't really trying to see too much of like popping and breaking because we got too many girls.
And plus it was the drugs, the temptation of drugs. Oh wait, fuck that popping. Let's go make some money. We can go get this in. And go make the money in. But yeah, that was still an outlet because it was still in their minds. Now remember I told you when the popping kind of died down.
And when was that? Like 80? You said 82?
When the popping started dying down?
Yeah.
I'd say 82.
82?
83. Then a lot of people thought, it was played out. It's time to move on. The other dancers was coming in. Other styles of dances. But a lot of the real ones were still kind of getting it in.
And do you know who was still around during that? Was Animation? He never stopped? From what I heard he never stopped.
Oh, no. 86, 87, 88, 89, 92. He was still doing Venice Beach, representing.
I seen Flat Top in the in the Tiffany video. I think We're Alone Now. Mm-hmm. I think Tiffany came out like in 87,
Flat
88.
Top was still around. It got to the point now in the 90s and 2000s. Animations at Venice Beach, Flat Tops at Universal, Hollywood, or Santa Monica Pier between the two, Gold Mine and Automatic, or maybe Golden Robot. One to the other. They would switch, so there was representation there. But I had to go back and mention when you said a lot of people want to be famous and popular and make money, but a lot of dancers stopped dancing and they started getting into the stripping, the male strips.
Oh,
yeah,
I didn't
male
know.
Stripping. Look! I've seen it. The clubs, Right Track, Tigers, on 120th and Western. Damn it. The club over there, Eve After Dark, on Santa Monica, Felipe's. These are male strip clubs.
Okay.
So these some dudes, I can name names, but other people trying to. They was to use their popping ability, popping moves with the stripping, the male exotic, because it was Chippendales, but now it started getting to the hoods, trendy, and like dudes is getting rent money, one night a week, dancing. And if you're able to tick, pop, and wave in your G string, oh, dudes, females will lose their fucking minds.
I know. I never even thought it's kind of genius though if you really think about it for that time.
A lot of dudes, strippers, then they used the pop.
Okay.
And they put that into their antics, into their shows. But again, nobody want to talk about that because they wouldn't think. But Tigers was popping. Eve After Dark was popping. Total Experience. Crenshaw was popping. That club on 120th and Western was popping. Tigers on Washington. On Wilshire. These places are popping. You know? How do I know? Some places I seen, some people like, hey, midnight girls. Like, why don't you go up in here? This, that, and the other. No. But then me, Popcorn, Tony, rest in peace, G-Wiz, Poppy, that's his brother. We was all together dancing stuff. And Poppy and Tony, they were brothers. They had a cousin. We always go over to the auntie's house, their cousin's house. And everybody's like family on 52nd Broadway. Their cousin had a friend, Shonda, off of Vernon, and right before Hoover, it was a house. And the mom is Brown, because we always go there to watch the wrestling. That's a whole other thing, the wrestling. But, and they was going to go to the strip club. We like, shoot, why don't you bring the strip club over here? We can make some money. So we started doing strip clubs, strip shows at her house. She bring the people over there. As soon as they come in the house, we on them. And we made money there, safe and sound. Well, they did, because I don't drink. I didn't want to drink, so I have to kind of watch and keep an eye on them so that they get drunk. But a lot of dudes, poppers, breakers, some of them got into the stripping category. If they wasn't doing the drugs, they was doing the stripping. If they wasn't doing the stripping, they was working the cruise ships. They was working some casinos.
I think Taco might have went that route for a minute.
They was working some birthday parties, bar mitzvahs and stuff, using it as on the performance scale. So popping wasn't just the popping. You say they was using that culture, that art form, and making money in different ways.
Okay. With that being said, though, like, how do you feel about Japanese coming in to like the popping scene, and it seemed like they really dominated in the competition, though?
They practice. They take their time. China, they take their time and they work out practice. My thing is, they don't know the full culture. They don't know all the aspects. They only see one side of it and they think that's it. And the people that shown them that part of it, they didn't tell them about the other parts of it, what they can learn. So they only
what are the other parts?
The waving, the waving, the ticking, the strutting, the bopping. The only thing they think of is boogaloo, maybe basic pop, and that's it. They don't know about the other people that were dynamic at those crafts. They only know about a certain few, and then those certain few, I'm just being honest, they keep it within their circle. They don't want to branch out to others. It's enough room and space and opportunities for everybody, but some people want to keep it within themselves to keep the work coming for them. But if you're that good, you shouldn't have to worry about it. Worry about competitions. You should just do you. Give somebody else a chance and opportunity to do something. And if they fuck up and don't take advantage of it, that's on them. But the ones that you're teaching, tell them about others. Oh, wait a minute. This is that person. Let's look them up. If he's speaking on that certain person, that person must have some kind of interesting value. Let them look it up. That way, everybody can be blended. That's one reason why I do the picnic, so everybody can be involved and see the whole style of the culture. Because there were some Japanese cats, Chinese too. They come to the picnics. Wow, what is this? We didn't know. Wait, what style is this? They didn't know, and they just be like, Some of them, one guy was mad. He's like, they wasn't told about none of the other stuff. They weren't told about one thing. So that's kind of makes the culture. People want the culture to grow. Okay, so if you gotta water the plants so the flowers can make everything grow, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And if that if that doesn't grow, then the whole plant and stuff can't grow. You know? It's cool. But a lot of military people from the States, when they go overseas, Vietnam, Japan, Taiwan, or whatever, on the weekends and on their off time, when they're going to the clubs and stuff, what's the music that's playing? The music they can relate to. So when they hear the music they can relate to, they're gonna respond in the way that they grew up on. 9 times out of 10, it's disco, or it's popping, or it's funk music. So the locals that see them, especially on a regular basis, it's just a matter of time before they catch on too. So that's just one way of spreading it, you know.
Asian communities love popping.
They love it.
They love it.
They love it. But then they got to realize where it came from. And is it their fault that they don't give credit? I don't know, but me and you, we know where the stuff came from. Okay,
of course.
They just not told that. They just not told where it came from, and that's my problem.
And that's another reason why I wanted to interview you, because
appreciate you.
I want to share this to like that community, you know, because I got a following myself though too, you know, and a lot of the poppers when I tell them about certain music, like they get excited because like they just love it so much though, and I feel like a lot of brothers like yourself, I think they should look you up. I think the stories that you share with me, like 90% of it, like I've never heard it before.
I'm not lying.
Right, but I'm saying even with me,
not lying. He's telling the truth.
Right, even with me, and like I seen popping, like I said, with the crocus sacks, painter pants, white gloves, sir jackets. So that's why I feel like this month or two being Black History Month, I wanted to highlight.
Now people can add to what I'm saying, but they can't say I'm wrong.
Right.
You know. And now when you mentioned about the Japanese, going to the music, a lot of the DJs are not playing all the music that we were playing. They're only playing classics or stuff that they think is good, this, that, and the other.
It's real fast now. It's real like, because I went to this, you know about the Great One-Eighters? Yeah. I went to the events and I'm seeing the guys that pop and it's like, and I'm looking at the DJ like, no.
They think that's okay.
I know, but they don't know.
It's okay. That's a lot of. Oh, here we go. No, because I've been saying this before. A lot of the DJs today, even some old ones, like when I look at the video that I had on the thing, there was a couple of guys that like, damn it, like what song was this? I've never heard this before. Prince, he was like, he never heard that shit in a long time, bro. I've been hearing it, you know. A lot of the music, popping music, a lot of these DJs, they don't play because they don't know. If they would play it, that'll open up even more variety. Stuff is like, wow. Like you see these new time rappers, these new school rappers, they're trying to get music from the past and try to flip it and make it seem like it's theirs. And I tell my coworkers, no, that's Debbie Deb. That's Curtis Mayfield. That's Ohio Players. Because I was going there. So then when they go look it up, they're like, oh shit, that is Casey and the Sunshine Band. Okay, Gin and Juice, that's Casey and the Sunshine Band. The original beat. Get lifted. Get lifted. Gin and Juice.
Yeah.
That's Gin and Juice. That's Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Okay.
And that's because of the
I
music.
love Casey and the Sunshine Band. It's fun, like keep it coming. Yeah.
A lot of beats. And then you take beats, flip them, and slow them down or speed the tempo. Like when I went to Uncle Jam's Army, I saw Egyptian Lover. He had 6 turntables, and he's spinning over here. He come over here. He spin over here. He spins over here. And then he had Michael Jackson, Billie Jean, and he just flipped that whole beat with the bass line and the drum. It kept 10,000 people on the floor for like 15 minutes. I'm like, woo. So
that Egyptian Lover, girls Girls was huge.
Me and Vic was just talking about that. Me and Boogaloo Vic was just talking about that. Me, Popcorn, and Yogi, King Knight from Raymond. Where, remember I told you the game it is. When we had the big radio and we're playing girls. So now we're cabbage patching and we're taking it down. And we're taking it down with girls. Oh, it was people lost their freaking mind. But that was it right there. You hear that in stereo?
Lisa, Sharon, Karen, Michelle, Tanya, mate.
But again, some DJs will be like, that's older.
I know.
No, it's not old. You just haven't heard everything. And that's why. So it's certain songs, Cameo, Shake Your Pants. That's classic LA.
Yeah.
Knee Deep, Funkadelic. That's classic LA. It's history behind them songs.
Who sings that song? I can't get my shoes on. I can't get
That's
my
Parliament.
Okay.
That's Parliament.
Okay.
And you play that song right there. Oh, niggas is coming. Somebody's stepping out. Like, oh, wait. You're gonna look. Cause that's classic. That's oh no, that'll make you feel it.
And Nasty Rock is one of my favorite ones. I love Nasty. To me, that shows me that I want to. When I hear Nasty Rock,
We was at a show at the Hilton downtown LA, and it was a fashion show. So it was performing. It was me and Kevin. We was using People's Republic of Pop Lock. That was our group. We had the lavender iPod shirts, black sleeves under it, with the black khaki pants, and we had the burgundy croaker sacks. We had them not burgundy but purple, lavender to match. So yeah, we flipped all of that. And like, woo. And then these two dudes, they had long curls and they had Nasty Rock. And dude was in the chair, 1, 2, 3. The other dude, he was in the chair, but he was on the other side. He stood up on the chair, I'm like, oh shit. He killed it. I gave credit where credit's due.
Right.
And that'll make you want to go back into the closet, practice, and get ready for the next time. That'll inspire you to come up more on stuff.
You know who was nice, and we're gonna talk about it right now. I feel like a lot of people don't share is the Samoan community. Samoan community, the Booyah tribe. Is that dude's name Cobra?
Cobra.
Tell me about him.
Bow, boom, bow.
Yeah.
It was a freestyle session, animation. Cobra got into the mix, and then Dre and Chuco got into the mix. So it was Dre and Cobra teamed up against Chuco and Animation. Now Animation, he always wears no shirt, So Cobra like, F it. But he took off his shirt, Samoans tatted up, and boom, getting it. Here come Dre taking off his shirt. Here come Chuco taking off his shirt. Now they going at
Where was this at?
That on Santa Monica. This is at a freestyle session. See, nobody want to talk about that. Heckle and Jekyll was sitting right there. Me and AK, we were standing right there. Phantasm and Chuck, we saw all this go down. Well, I want to get into that too, but it was just those two, and they were bow, boom, and Cobra, boom, bow, hitting, Animation hitting, Dre's hitting, Chuko's hitting. We like, ooh, I love stuff like that. I love it. It was real street stuff.
Yeah.
They were doing the battles and stuff over there, and this has happened a lot of events. I got to go into that too. The action was over here. When people have these events, I don't knock them, but that's why a lot of times I don't have too many battles, because battles, they take hours, they take a lot of time. So they got the judges, the DJ. People think they're having fun. They probably are. The contestants, they waiting to battle. But what is everybody else doing? They're standing around or just sitting down instead of there to move, dance, and have some fucking fun. When it's 3 different events where people was trying to do battles going on over here, but the action that people should have saw was over here in the corner, and it's like, okay. It was real gritty and real street stuff. No, but Cobra, I tried to get him to go to the picnics, because now I've been doing it in Carson. That's their hood,
I went to 2 of your events so far in Carson.
And,
I went to the one that's over the summer, and then the one before that.
What'd you think?
I liked it. I liked it because
I just try to keep it real and raw. and let everybody just have fun and do what they do.
What happened to that Griffith Park? Why did it change?
Well, after remember the pandemic?
Oh
The
yeah.
pandemic kicked in, and then when I was gonna try to do one, pandemic kicked in, but the price rised up because the city was on my head. When I did the first one, I just picked a spot because that's a whole another story. I wanted to try to do something for my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't think it was going to blow up the way it did, but after I did the first one, nobody knew what to expect. So these are people that haven't seen each other 20, 30 years. It was like a reunion. And I was trying to bridge the veterans and the OGs with the new school generation.
Mm-hmm.
Remember I was trying to tell you to bridge the gap and let everything grow so everybody can see everything. And a lot of people, they were telling me they never known about this style, this way, that way, this music. They didn't know. So with my work, so over the years, I was doing it, and it got to the point where it's like the people at Griffith, they're like, "You doing all this? You got to start paying for this. You can't just," because people were coming. When I did Picnic 8, it was like about 2,000 people up in there, and I didn't have no DJ. I had the boombox. Oh, we cracked it. We had fun. I had the playlist. We had fun. I just kept it simple, and I kept it real street. Then it was gonna be high. Little Rob came up to me, and he's tapping my shoulder because people wanted me to do it in other places, which I understood. But Griffith Park, it was safe as far as gang culture, as far as street stuff. I can't go to Washington Park and do a poppers picnic there. Some dudes said, I can't go to Carver. Then you laughing. See, Carver Park and do a poppers picnic? Oh no! And the people, the director's like, why don't you do it here, do it here, lady? Are you serious? People come out to this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it's gonna be nuts. When we did the Peace Fest at Lauren Miller, me, oh shoot, Skip Townsend, and I forgot Mad Ronald from the 20s. We did a Pop Lock Peace Fest and Job Fair. Brought it over there, and that was on the 20th Hood Day. But I grew up over there, so when people are like, Midnight, who is Midnight? They didn't know me as Midnight. They only know me as Eddie.
Oh, okay.
So when they saw the sign, they saw Matt Ronald, Skip. They're like, okay, who's Midnight? I was like, what is this? Then when I got there that same day, they found out, oh, that's Eddie. Oh, shoot. Everybody got happy, and I started introducing the dancers to the veteran gang members who was there. We having fun. They dancing, we having fun. The girls are sitting there laughing. Some people at the game was they drunk because they having parties, so I had to calm them down. Like, look, we doing a contest, this, that, and the other, because they're not used to nothing like that. But we having fun, So we did a couple over there, but to do something at those parks, I wanted somewhere safe. And Griffith's like on the top of the hill, so I basically wanted to put the funk in the middle of nowhere. So we're there with the coyotes, with the snakes, with the rats, whatever. So Little Rob, he came to me. He's like, since he works in Carson, hey man, why don't you try to do one in Carson, Dolphin Park? You can get it for a lot cheaper, because they was trying to hit me with that expensive bill. And the councilman for that district, he didn't know I did these picnics all these many years, and he didn't know nothing about it. Thousands of people, they're coming from all over the world. What is this? So he gave me a $1,000 grant, and he personally came to see what I was doing. He loved it. He was mad he didn't know about this earlier, But then the pandemic came. But then Little Rob was telling me, come to Dolphin Park.
Oh, okay.
And so I went and looked at it. But now it has a swimming pool, but there was no water. Oh, I went there. The Pop Lockers pit. Can you imagine that? Dancers on the bottom. Everybody's looking down, standing like a gladiator thing. I wanted it. I wanted to do it. Then the pandemic hit. And then they covered it up. The spot that we're at with the cover, that's where the swimming pool was at.
Okay.
Because there was 2 levels, so we're standing here, but the dancers are down here. So you can look down, and that would have been nuts. But I still did it. It was cheaper, and it was more community. I wanted to be more community. And then the neighbors now, when they hear it, they don't even complain. They come, they love it. They're like, when you doing it again? This, that, and the other. So that's why I moved it to Carson. But I want to try to take it back to Griffith for 2028. When the Olympics come out here,
okay,
that'll be the 20th anniversary. 20th anniversary.
Okay.
And I already had plans for like a Poppin' Olympics. You just can't say nothing because again, you got biters that'll have funds and take them ideas and run, you know. And so I gotta be quiet. So people now ask me, go back to Griffith. But then when I ask people, you like Griffith or you like Dauphin? They like Dauphin.
I like Dauphin because it's
Like
it's
Dauphin.
easier to get to. You don't have to go walk over this big old chunk of grass just to find like
That was
those.
part of my reason why I wanted it at Griffith. So you have to work for it. So when you get there, you're like,
Okay.
oh, I see, we here. You know, you here. You gotta. A lot of times when you looking for good stuff, you gotta work and search for it.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing is easy. So when you get to that prize, you got a sigh of relief. And then plus, it's hilly. It's the scenery. It's pretty, you know, and it's nice. But Dauphin, the kids can play right there. When I saw the ride for the kid with the a person in a wheelchair, there's a swing
right.
for them. There's an xylophone, so the kids can play. There's still plenty of space. I haven't even used that whole field yet. You know, there's a part on the side where I can use workshops and or have a skating section right there. I have a whole game plan with roller skating, the popping part, the barbecue chicken contest,
Oh, okay.
the playground stuff. I have all that still, and then that across the street is more parking which I can use if needed. I have to talk with the city. But now when I go to the office, the ladies are like, "Oh, okay." They already know what it is. She told me I want to try to pay it and use my pay it out my funds. I don't have sponsors or nothing, bro. I just ask you guys to help me pay for it. You know, I've never had no sponsors because then people are like, "Oh, hey, let's go here. We can sell this, make money." They're not there for the reason that I'm trying to do it. They're just there to make money. It's a difference. This is not an event. This is a gathering.
Okay.
Positive gathering. It's a big difference.
Right.
So I try to keep it that way. Oh, I'm getting stuff in my ear. Man, come on, can I sell some stuff? I want to do some stuff right there. Shit, but it's hard to put these things together. You know, that's why Asia likes me so much because she knows what it takes. You know, the insurance and because I want all you guys to have fun. I'll take care of the work and the stress and what. When Picnic 8 came, the Rangers they were gonna give me a ticket. It was the same day that they had the Soulnick Fest, the house festival. It was down there, and the music is like boom, boom, boom. It's bumping. They come back and thinking it's us. He about to write it up, and dude is like, "Wait a minute, that's not you guys. That's them over there." It's like, okay. I'm like, yeah, we tried to tell you. That was Picnic 7. Ranger came, temporary kind of shut me all down or whatever, because it had no permit, this, that, and the other. But there was people over here, big speakers, and say nothing to them. I go into the office, old white lady. She saw me there from day one, very beginning. In fact, there's a sign on their wall from one of my past Popper's Picnics, one of my signs. And she's like, "Oh, you're the one that do the dance events every July." She told this to the Ranger. So the Ranger that shut me down and stuff, she told him, chill out. She called his boss. And so he came, she explained it to him. He called his boss, was on vacation. I explained to him what was going on, what I'm doing. I'm like, there's no alcohol being served, this, that, and the other. Can we use the boom boxes? He called them. They was on the phone for like 20 minutes. And so he's like, no, your boom boxes stuff is okay. Bam. I went back, told Gizmo, turn the shit back on. Let's go. Let's get it. Rangers came back 2 hours later. They was ready to write the tickets. I said, your boss, your director, your boss said it's okay to use the boom boxes. Called it in. Got on the walkie-talkie, put it on speaker. I'm sitting right there because they was about to write me a ticket. I'm sitting here, and he said, "Is it okay for them to use boom boxes?" He said, "Yes, it's okay." Okay, you guys have a nice day. That's what I told them. Then the next year, man, I was telling you about the Soulnick Festival. They were about to write me a ticket, so I sat there. So Omar, the guy that does Radiotron, I forgot.
Carmelo Alvarez.
Carmelo. He came, sat next to me. Ruckus came, sat next to me. 5 other people came, sat next to me, and they just said, "Fuck it, Eddie. If they're gonna give you a ticket, they're gonna give us all the ticket, and we'll just pay for it because they know what I'm doing." Carmelo, he's telling the Rangers because bump box amplified sound. What is amplified sound? It's deep. So, and I don't have amplifier. I have a bump box. So when I did Picnic 9 and 8, it was no DJ. I had the bump box.
Oh, okay.
And you saw how cracking it was.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at the video, you think it's a DJ going on. Big speaker, he doing it the way it was. You know, so people got a taste of what it was. They're not used to the DJ in the tents or whatever. So they're like, this is the real shit, and they love it. You know, so I'm trying. I'm doing one in San Diego, which I thought about since 2011. I'm gonna do it in June the 28th. That's already set and done.
I'm going.
And I'm gonna do the Poppers Picnic. That's gonna be my 60th birthday, and that's when I bring the mannequin out first time. That's gonna be July the 12th.
I'm going.
So I pay for that. Then that's gonna be big.
Okay.
That's gonna be big.
That's awesome, Midnight.
I'm trying, bro. I'm trying.
Yeah. I got one more question to ask you. So they had this issue going on in New York where they were saying, did Latinos, were they there from the beginning? You know, as far as like when it came to the break-in. I want to ask from your point of view. You know, you growing up here and seeing like popping like from its early beginnings. Would you say that like the Latinos were they there? Like were they actually there at the same time when the Brothers was creating this dance? Because from my point of view, when I first seen it, everybody was black. And then as I started going to my by the time I got to like my junior high school, I started noticing the Mexican dudes down the street was doing the same exact dance what we was doing, and I never thought it was an issue. I just knew that it was a little bit more, sometimes a little bit more jerkier, a little bit more faster, because they, like you said, they didn't really know about the funk, they didn't know about Roger the Parliament and stuff like that, not until like a little bit later. And I just wanted to ask you, when you could you speak on that?
I can. This is gonna be deep, but you asked for it. I'm gonna give it to you. When I'm in 5th, I went to 24th Street School. 70%, no, 70% black, 30% Hispanic. Everybody was into the locking, the funk, the Mexican kids. I didn't really hear their I didn't see what they were into as far as fun. When I go to Borrendo, 79 and 80, the Mexican kids, Latino kids, they were into the hard rock, Led Zeppelin, B-52s. Remember I was telling you about the talent show with the Milkman, and when he was popping off of Knee Deep, and it made all the black kids like, yeah.
Right.
You can understand it. The Mexican kids, they were more into, like I said, the hard rock, or they was into the disco. Disco is black, Hispanic, it's faster. They wasn't really doing, I didn't see them do popping. I didn't see them boom. I didn't see them get it.
Okay.
I didn't see them get it. Now, and I'm only speaking from what I've seen. I'm sure, and it would make sense, by the Hispanics living in black communities, naturally, they're going to catch on. They're going to see what the black kids are doing at the parties, at the arcades, because arcades usually had the radios.
Is where it's at.
They had the radios and stuff. When I went to, remember I was telling you about downtown on Broadway, the movies, the big arcade on 7th?
Yeah.
7th and Broadway? That was the main one. All the blacks was there. 18th Street was posted out there.
Oh, really?
Never no problems. You know, never no problems. I didn't feel uncomfortable or nothing, but I knew they was there posted up, and the guys that would come by with the radios. You know, back then, we had big radios and stuff. I didn't see the Mexican dudes popping. They probably knew about the funk from their older OGs in their 50s and stuff when they grew up. So I'm sure, but as far as me actually seeing them hitting, roboting, and knocking, when I went to Borrendo, I didn't see it. They were into disco, hard rock, Cheap Trick, B-52s, Led Zeppelin,
Stray Cats.
Kiss, Stray Cats. There was rockabilly, the rockabilly culture, the goth culture, the hard rock culture, and the disco culture, and then you had the popping culture. That's what I saw.
Right.
I go to Manual, the same thing. 80, they wasn't popping. I didn't see it. And I went to Manual. Manual was basically like a pop lock high school. The blacks was popping, but now the dances, just the regular party dances. Now the Latinos are starting to get it when Soul Sonic Force is playing.
Okay.
Okay, so they're starting to get it. They're starting to try to do the. Remember I was telling you about Uncle Jim's Army dances? So now here they come, blending in with their black friends, and they're around here, so they're getting it. Popping? Nah, not yet.
Not yet.
Now, 83, 84, 85, 86. Remember I was telling you about the trendy dancing and then the electronic music, the clear and stuff. Now you see the Messing Girls doing the ET.
Oh,
now
I forgot about the
ET.
ET.
Down the Troop. Now you see Messing Girls starting to prep. Boom, boom. And that's a combination because of the Prince, Michael Jackson, other girls. So now they're starting to relate. You go to the parties, the Mexican parties, that's when the DJism, that was another reason for people to make money. Ooh, we can be DJs and do parties. So now you go up and down Broadway, here's DJ shops, lights and stuff. So you go to the house parties and you hear the music. You hear it. But then you also hear Rockberry Jam. You hear, ladies and gentlemen, the party has just begun. They're mixing it in. They're blending it in.
Freestyle.
Now that's when I'm starting to see the Mexicans,
Okay.
Hispanics popping. And
so we saying 84, 85, 86?
When I saw, because when I came from, remember I went to the Army, the Reserve. I left August, 6 months from base. I came back in December. 84 comes. I'm back in the neighborhood, so I'm walking in the neighborhood. Now I'm seeing the Mexican kids get into the breakdance. The popping, trying to pop. And they would call me Chocolate Pop, because I was the only black kid around there popping. They said, Dad, that's what the kids was calling me. Chocolate Pop.
Okay.
I wasn't Midnight. I got that name from a person at the party, because back then when parties was late and everybody was tired and sweaty, I'm getting it in. I'm dancing. I'm having fun. 12, 1 o'clock. And the guy was like, oh, you like a midnight dancer. So that's the name. That's the name that I used when I got into the first parade. See, you still got to get into parades. It's so much, bro. But
we can,
the Mexican, Latino. I keep saying Mexican. Because you also had Salvadorian, Honduran, Guatemalan. Just say Latino. Remember I told you he's doing Bugs Bunny. Boom, bow, boom. He wasn't really hitting, but now he had the double belt. You know, they started with a double belt. Remember the disco part, the bracelets and stuff. The disco and the locking. And they kind of, some I'm sure would have saw what locking and stuff was like from watching not Dance Fever, but also the one with John Travolta. What's the movie?
Solid Gold?
No.
Dance Fever.
Saturday Night Fever. And he's locking. He's doing this.
Oh, okay.
And they're in the club, the disco. They're doing this in the clubs. I gotta break that. I gotta put all this in there because it's important. Because nobody will talk about it, but it is the fact.
I was just bringing it up because
that's when I saw that.
Yeah, because like for us on the West Coast, I never knocked out the Latinos.
I just didn't see them popping. They were doing disco.
They were doing disco.
They were into the hard rock. And that's how I learned got exposed to B-52's Rock Lobster. Okay,
the B-52s. Okay.
Stray Cats. And then also the radio. Remember I was telling you I had a radio? That was like my best friend.
Yeah.
So when I'm not listening to KGFJ or KKTV, I'm turning to FM. Kiss FM, K-Rock, KLOS. They're playing these different musics. They're playing these different songs. K-Earth. I'm hearing all this different kind of music. And then from my mom, and then looking at the TV shows, whether it's Soul Train or American Bandstand. So you gotta. It was a lot of exposure there. As far as me seeing it in my face, I didn't see it when I was in elementary, and I didn't see it when I was in junior high.
Okay. Well, you answered it. I want to say thank you once again, Midnight. We probably got like at least 2 hours of good solid footage.
I mean, there's more. We can. I mean, shit. Cause you still gotta go